What is in the future for Samoa Joe? Well, we found out a little bit of that today. Welcome back, everyone. This is Jason, aka J Bone of the Rambling About Wrestling podcast. Some big news in the world of wrestling over the course of this last, about a week now. Samoa Joe parting ways with TNA. And if you have been hiding under a rock, uh, he said on Twitter a week ago today, he said, I have decided to part ways with Impact Wrestling. My very best to them moving forward, and my eternal thanks to the fans. And so apparently he left on good terms. John, was his name? John Gubrick, Talent Relations, commented something on his post or somewhere on Twitter around the same time saying they couldn't, something about contract problems. But I guess he's welcome back whenever. But honestly, I don't, I don't picture him going back to Impact. I really don't. And it's just honestly, you can call me a TNA hater. You can call me whatever you want. This is not me hating on TNA. This is just expressing how I feel about TNA lately. I watched the first episode of TNA on Destination America, and I just kind of shook my head. I wasn't like, "Ooh, wow, cool, exciting," Um, it's nothing new. They formed this new stable now apparently with Samoa Joe MVP and Low Key the beat down crew or whatever. And I give them credit for turning these guys heel and trying to do something different. I give them credit for that, but it's just if you love TNA, great. What, keep on watching TNA. It just I'm pretty much done with them until they do something drastic with their roster. I have no, I've got no time for TNA right now. And I also heard recently that Kurt Angle is their new champ after doing an insane amount of tapings or something like that. It's like, for fans that have been following Kurt Angle over the course of this last year and wanted him back in the WWE, whether it be part time or whatever. Hey, hats off to Kurt. You've come a long way over the course of this last year in recovery, your faith, and staying sober. And hey, it sucks that you couldn't go where the fans wanted you to go, but TNA is going to ride this out as long as they can with him. Obviously, I think he's on borrowed time. We'll see where that goes. But anyways, back to Joe. It's just one more reason for me not to watch TNA because he was one of the last guys that I actually enjoyed watching besides Austin Aries and a couple others, like the Wolves. Very fun to watch, but I'm not going to watch TNA for a handful of guys. It's pointless to me. So that being said, today it was announced Ring of Honor put a video on their YouTube channel and put it all over Twitter, their Facebook page, saying that an ROH legend is coming home. Welcome home, Samoa Joe. And it's like a minute-long video. And, just a nice little highlight reel of what he did. 10, he was in TNA for 10 years, but he was also in Ring of Honor for part of that 10 years. The first, 5, I think. Um, I took a look at his Wikipedia page, and I know, some people say, "Oh, Wikipedia is crap." Well, yeah, okay, not all this stuff on Wikipedia is uh, great, but just for a timeline, I was looking at it, and yeah, he was in TNA for 10 years, Ring of Honor from 2002 to 2008, and had some great matches, some of his best matches that I've seen, and I haven't watched them in a really long time, but is when I started really becoming a big fan of CM Punk's a few years ago. I watched his matches with CM Punk and Samoa Joe matches. Wow, just incredible stuff. And so yeah, he's in a video. It listed 4 dates, including one in Milwaukee that uh, I really want to go to, but I'm probably not going to be able to. Um, it's great to see Samoa Joe back in Ring of Honor, and I don't know who he'll all be facing. I'm guessing he's going to show. There's the Ring of Honor pay-per-view in Vegas. I think it's their 13th anniversary. I think is coming up this Sunday on pay-per-view. I might get that. I don't know. We'll see. Um, I'm guessing he's going to surprise everyone and show up there. That'd be my guess. Um, I know he hasn't officially been announced for it, but it'd be smart if they tried to keep that a secret. Keyword tried. It's as soon as somebody shows up someplace, someone takes a picture of someone, puts it all over the World Wide Web, and pretty soon spoilers out. Oh, Samoa Joe's in Vegas. He just got off the plane, or whatever. But yeah, he'll probably show up, and then he's got 4 dates over the course of the next month of March, I believe. And who knows what he'll do after that. I don't think he's signing a contract with them. And I could be wrong. He totally might, but he did put on Twitter today. He said, "Just a disclaimer: the ride this year is going to be a wild and unpredictable one. You have been warned." So, um, so yeah, let's talk for a minute. Okay. So obviously we know he's going back to Ring of Honor. What else could possibly be in store for Samoa Joe? There were rumors over the course of the last, I believe, year or so. There was a little blip that came up on the radar, something to the effect that Triple H was following Samoa Joe on Twitter. Something to that effect. And I don't remember all the stuff that was around it, but I just remember that coming out in the news. And that was I believe that was towards the end of last year. And that was kind of interesting. It's like, oh, well, okay, guess his contract is coming up, and maybe Triple H is interested in Samoa Joe coming to WWE. I think Samoa Joe would do okay in WWE. It'd be interesting to see the road that he would take in WWE if he went there. Would they put him in? Would they put him in NXT for a while? A few months, and then put him straight to the main roster, or would they just put him right on TV? I mean, he's he's a he's a veteran of the ring. He's been around the world. a few times. Um, he certainly doesn't need any training. He's got a great ring style, in my opinion. Some people love him, some people don't love him. That's fine. Um, I would love to see him. Uh, you know, I, some people come to WWE and say, "Oh, well, who would you like to see him feud with?" And the name John Cena comes up, and they say, "Oh, well, he needs to stay as far away from John Cena as possible." No, you know what? Um, if you look at old footage of where Samoa Joe and John Cena trained, let's see if it's on here. It's yeah, Ultimate Pro Wrestling 2000 to 2001. I think that's the one that's in California. Um, yeah, and I guess Joe wrestled Cena down there back when Cena was the oh, what the hell did they call him back then? The prototype or something. Um, so that that I think that'd be kind of interesting. Be like, oh well, we had a feud 15 years ago, and 15 years later they're settling it or something like that. Could see him coming in, maybe doing something with the Usos, maybe Roman Reigns. I think he would certainly have good matches with Seth Rollins, and there's lots of different options. Um, Kevin Steen, that'd be a good one. Uh, Maybe Bull Dempsey, down in NXT. Maybe those two could go. Two big guys. So yeah, lots of options there, and so yeah, he may show up. I'm guessing maybe he's filling in some dates in Ring of Honor, and he did say, um, what did he say here? I was looking at his posts on Twitter. Um, uh, oh, accepting limited dates for the near future. Thank you. And then he lists his booking information right before that. That was on the 22nd. That was a few days ago. So does that mean he's going to fill up a month of stuff in March and then after WrestleMania possibly debut in the WWE? You know, hey, okay, that's an option. Um, I think another option is furthering more dates with Ring of Honor. You go through the Ring of Honor roster here. Let's see, um, classic stuff. And I know they face each other in TNA, but to see two guys wrestle each other that have history on another stage is sometimes kind of sometimes a breath of fresh air. Like AJ Styles, Alberto El Patron is now in TNA. He's also he's also in Lucha Underground, which I think would be another great option for um, Samoa Joe. Who else? Adam Cole, sure could have a good match with him. Bobby Fish, just going down the page here. Um, Hanson, Jay Briscoe. Matt Sydal, formerly of the WWE. Um, Matt Taven, Elgin, Bennett, Moose, another new big guy. Raymond Rose back. Um, he hasn't. I don't think he's shown up again in Ring of Honor yet. I think he just had a few return matches over the course of the last couple of weeks, but he is back from his injury. He got hurt, motorcycle accident, something like that. Tommaso Ciampa um, mentioned something about wanting to wrestle him in Milwaukee. I would love to see that. Roderick Strong, so there's lots of options there. Um, I'm sure he could fill up a calendar pretty quickly with half the roster in Ring of Honor and have some decent matches. But yeah, back to El Patron and Lucha Underground. He could certainly plant the flag in Lucha Underground. Maybe go to New Japan. Maybe. Um, so yeah, lots of options for him out there. It's going to be an interesting year to see where Samoa Joe goes. We'll just have to patiently wait. But in the meantime, over the course of the next month or so, we'll enjoy him in Ring of Honor, back at home, and we'll see where that goes. Um, and just see if there was anything I missed on his Twitter page. I'm not seeing anything else. So yeah, put it in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this news over the course of this last week. News coming out today. Who would you like to see Samoa Joe wrestle? Are there any that I missed that you think would be good matches for him? So that's pretty much my thoughts on it. Yeah, can't wait to see what's next for him. Thanks for watching.